They say mirrors never lie, but mine have been lying to me for years, until one day they stopped. This isn't some ghost story I read online. It happened to me. And if you think mirrors are harmless, you haven't stared into one long enough to see it blink first. When I moved into that house in Willow Creek, it was supposed to be my reset. Fresh start, quiet place, old two-story home, creaky floors, cold air that always smelled faintly like dust and lavender. The kind of house that looked peaceful in daylight, but watched you back at night. The mirrors were already there, one in every room, each heavy and rimmed in this dull silver. They all looked hand-carved, expensive, maybe even antique. The realtor said the previous owner had been eccentric. That should have been my first clue. The second came that very night. I brushed my teeth, looked up, and for a split second, my reflection didn't move. It was subtle, a blink delay, maybe half a second, but it was enough to freeze me. I stood there, staring, waiting for it to glitch again. Nothing. Just my tired eyes staring back. So I shrugged, chucked it off. Jet lag, bad lighting, normal, right? A few days later, I started testing it, half as a joke, half out of paranoia. Raise my left hand, turn my head, smile. Every movement matched perfectly, until it didn't. One morning, I yawned, and I swear my reflection's mouth stayed open just a little too long. Another night, I watched it twitch, the tiniest smirk, like it was trying to hold back a laugh. I even filmed it once, but when I played the video back, the reflection looked completely normal. So I stopped looking for proof. But I didn't stop watching, because every time I passed a mirror, I felt it, this weird pull, like something behind the glass wanted my attention. When my friend Sarah came over, I finally told her. She laughed at first. What, like a haunted mirror? Bro, you've been watching too many ghost videos. But I wasn't joking, so I dragged her to the hallway where the biggest mirror hung. Just look, I said. Tell me if you notice anything. She rolled her eyes and stared at it. Then her face drained of color. Wait, she whispered, stepping closer. Why, are there two of you? I blinked. What? In the reflection. You're standing behind me. My heart dropped. In the mirror, she was right. My reflection was behind her, smiling. But I was next to her. Sarah screamed and ran out of the house. I stood frozen, watching my reflection's grin stretch wider. Then its hand pressed against the glass, and the mirror groaned, like metal bending. I covered every mirror that night, bedsheets, blankets, anything I could find. But it was too late, because after that, I started seeing my reflection, even when there wasn't a mirror. It began with small things. Shower steam on the glass door. A face would form that wasn't mine. In a dark window, a flicker of movement that didn't match. Even in the back of my phone screen when it was off. A shadow standing closer than I should have been. I started sleeping with lights on. Didn't help, because when I woke up one night, the mirror in my bedroom, the one I know I covered, was uncovered again, and the sheet was folded neatly at the foot of my bed. I stared into it, hands trembling. The reflection stared back, dead still. Then its lips moved. No sound, just a slow, deliberate whisper. 3 words I couldn't hear but could read. Let me out.
That's when I called the realtor. I needed to know who owned the place before me. After some hesitation, she gave me a number. The woman who answered sounded fragile, her voice trembling like she hadn't spoken in years. When I told her about the mirrors, she went silent. Then she whispered, "You still have them?" "Yeah," I said. "They were already here." Long pause. Then she said something
Never forget, they're not mirrors, they're doors. My husband used them for crossing rituals, to speak to the dead. My skin crawled. She continued, "After he died, I covered them. Thought it was over. But sometimes, if you stare long enough, they'll stop lying to you." "Lying?" I asked. "Yes," she said. "Mirrors lie. They show you the world you want to see. When they stop lying, you see the world as it really is." And then she hung up. That night, I decided I needed to know. I uncovered the bedroom mirror, the same one from the first night. It was beautiful, really. Tall, elegant. Symbols carved around the edges, circles, crosses, something like runes. I stared. Nothing strange. My reflection was perfect. No lag, no smirk. Just me. For the first time in weeks, I felt calm. I smiled, whispering, "See, you're just a mirror." And then my reflection smiled back. After I did. I froze. Then it whispered, "Finally, you're still enough." The surface rippled like water. My reflection reached out, fingertips brushing the inside of the glass. I stumbled back, but its hand came through. Ice-cold fingers gripped my wrist. The glass didn't break. It stretched. It started pulling me in. I screamed, kicking the frame, clawing at the floor. And then everything went black. I woke up hours later. Morning sunlight poured through the curtains. For a moment, I thought it was all a dream, until I looked at the mirror. In the reflection, I was asleep, but I was standing. I lifted my hand. The reflection didn't move. Then it smiled. Not a creepy, twisted grin, but just a soft, content smile. Like it had finally gotten what it wanted. And then it turned around and walked away. But I was still staring directly at the mirror. That's when I understood. I wasn't in front of the mirror anymore. I was behind it. I moved out the next day. Left everything. Furniture, clothes, even my phone. I live in a new apartment now. No mirrors, no shiny surfaces. I even cover my TV at night. But sometimes, when I walk past glass doors or parked cars, I catch a glimpse, a reflection that doesn't belong, a version of me, smiling. And every time, I hear it faintly whisper, "You stopped lying too." Subscribe before your screen goes dark. If your reflection blinked after you did, would you dare look again?